Thanks for joining me as I travel the world, going from fine dining through to street food and local specialties, all in an effort to find the world's best seafood. Hey folks, so I had an unfortunate situation. My flight was cancelled heading back to New York from Hong Kong, which means I have one more night here, so I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to a place called Yamatika Seafood Market. It's meant to be modeled on the Tsukiji fish market. They get in a huge array of fresh seafood every day. Let's check it out. I jumped in a cab and headed over to Wan Chai. Unfortunately, there was huge construction going on and no direct access to the restaurant, and sadly there was no mention of it on their website, so I wasn't prepared. It took me a good 20 minutes to find a way back and forth across different closed streets to finally get to the restaurant. Getting there to get your place in the line, having already reserved on the Tuesday night, you needed to scan the QR code they had emailed you, but there was no QR code attached to the email that I received. So, walking through to the main restaurant, they had a whole bunch of different seafood on display, a few different eating places. I lined up, took a place, as if I hadn't made a reservation, and got my seat. I won't go into details because, spoiler alert, this was not a good meal. I ordered a sake tasting flight of 5 small glasses and the sashimi plate and told them I would order some more after. It took a while for anything to arrive. It did give me time to observe what was going on, and I have to say the staff all seemed really busy, but also not terribly well trained. It was all really rough on the seafood, super rushed, not at all what I would expect for a place that's trying to emulate the standards of Tsukiji or Japanese restaurants in general. Again, with time to kill waiting for the food to arrive, I took a little look around, had a drink of my sake, checked out the apparently stone tableware. Turns out it was melamine and made in China, just forge molded. A little bit frustrating, the bathroom was right out the front by the front door, but I had time to kill, so I headed on out and back again. And then, speaking to the waitress, no one knew what the house wine was. There was only one white wine option. And if I wanted to get other wine, then you have to go back out to the front again, buy a whole bottle, and then bring it back in again. So again, time to kill. Out I went and came back in again. I asked for a wine glass 3 times and was still waiting. Checking my phone, it was almost 25 minutes since ordering my meal. I checked with the waitress and waited. Then checked again and it was half an hour. And waited. And waited. And asked again about a glass. And waited. And waited. Asked again about the food. And waited.
I ordered almost 40 minutes ago and asked 3 times for a wine glass. If it's not here in 5 minutes, I'm leaving.
So, that was my experience. A $40 bottle of wine, a $30 tasting flight of sake, and no food, and I would not go back. Sorry folks, stay tuned. There's some good content coming soon. Unfortunately, tonight was a big letdown.